Imagine, if you can believe it, a whole other world within this universe. In that world, people found supreme bliss in what can best be described as lucid dreams. Reality became blurred, or rather, redefined. But outside of their flawless reality, the problems of the material world remained. And in the end, the cold, hard truths of the real world caught up to them in the reality to which they had escaped. Deep in the dark ruins, another soul who was fleeing destruction discovered the final remains of this world. These two terminals were once a means for the dreamers to manage the outside world. Now, they form part of the mage's collection. The mage once tried to form a world from things she had gleaned in her eclectic experience. But as the calm observer, she never found that spark of inspiration to bring everything together. Before fate caught up to the wandering mage, she paid one more visit to her wise and learned friends. She learned much during their time together, and although she did not find the answer, her loneliness faded away in time. But as she and her friends crafted other wondrous worlds together, she finally realized the missing piece in the world she dreamed of creating. A vibrant, captivating protagonist. The glorious traveler and their impeccable companion were the perfect candidates. She was filled with hope. The lucid dream of a lost civilization was built anew, and the mage's vast collection now had a world to call home. After sojourning for so long, it was time for her to leave lest the destruction catch up with her. And in any case, a new story had now begun.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah.
deception ends here. It all adds up. It all falls into place. It all falls into place. The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth. Let's see what you're made of. Ends here. No more lies. Time to come clean.
With one heart, we pray.
It all adds up.
Diana Special! Look, the rainbow!
Can't hide the truth. Seek within. It all falls into place. It all adds up.
For the everlasting forest.
Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels.
Flash attack! Can't handle your drink.
It all falls into place. No more lies. The deception ends here.
Come on out! Hey, ya!
Let my name echo in song! Yoo-hoo! Teamwork is dreamwork! Time to shine! Strike a pose!
Ninjutsu! You're toast! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Ah, let my name echo in song! The show begins! I'm going in! Oh! How dare you! Ah!
days since we said bye to the others in Nasha Town. Still no news about Rarer, though. If only he was gone for good. But with all the trouble he stirred up before, there's no way we've seen the last of him.
Hello! You must be the traveler in Paimon? Mr. Flint has been looking for you. Unfortunately, there's been a serious wild hunt attack over at the quarry. He thinks it's time to regroup and figure out a plan.
The Wild Hunt? Oh, uh-oh. Come on, let's go! Awaiting instruction.
Solidify! Now it's your turn.
Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
This is order.
Extinguished! Illusion shattered!
Stabilize.
Inazuma shines eternal!
I'll make short work of you.
There is no escape!
Solidify! Order guide you. Use the force authorized.
Illusion shattered!
Save yourself the pain.
Annihilate! Mine to wield. There is no escape! Fearless!
Save yourself.
Illusion shattered! Ha! 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 Surge!
Gather!
Torn to oblivion! Shine down! Mine to wield. Ha! Illusion shattered!
This is order. Solidify!
Extinguished! Death power! Shine down!
Gather!
Illusion shattered! Surge! Power! Shine down!
Solidify!
Extinguished! There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Surge!
Stabilize! I will have order! Gather!
Shine down! Ha! Yeah. Ha! Extinguished!
Mine to wield.
Gah!
Yeah.
Ha! Ha!
Stabilize!
Torn to oblivion!
Order guide you. Gather!
Annihilate! There is no escape! Ha! 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 Ka!
Stabilize!
Shine down! Now you shall perish! Ha! Thirst!
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable. As if the power of that energy cannon wasn't enough.
He's not seriously still getting stronger? What's his endgame here?
Ah, everyone's here already. Hey, we made it. So, what's going on?
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rerir to strike again. But it's like he just vanished into thin air. No one has seen him nor found any trace of his presence. That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while out here on patrol. As you can see, the Crystonite itself is
And we're sure that... Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like...
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reikir of Solnari set to maximum threat level. Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon.
There wasn't a shred of sanity.
Yeah. Oh,
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage.
yeah. Unless...
The other thing is, how does some...
Beats me.
According to certain
There are besides his...
Exactly. I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nodcry, we still...
So, if we did last time, we...
Well, somewhere like the...
a perfectly reason.
I agree, we
Wait, why?
If I recall correctly...
That's right. Yes.
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But... And if we do...
That's when you follow the third rule of treasure hunting.
Agreed.
All right. We'd better get moving. Come on, Anefa. Let's go. Nope. Diddly. It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second. Oh, I hate this feeling. So, you guys didn't find anything either? Not loving the word either. How about you, Flints?
I questioned if, almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either
He's been biting.
All we can do... Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean...
No. Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Let's get over there, quick! Why is he attacking the damsel elect? What's going on?
no time for questions. Stop him!
This is insane.
Yehuda, get Kutar out of here!
On it.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now, you shall plunge into darkness. Felindus, soon, I will find a way.
Watch out!
Find them. Even if it means turning this place to ashes.
That was too close. We barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by convention.
I have a question. When me and Anetha showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead. What was that? We weren't there for the— Yeah, we didn't see how it all started.
Kutar, can you shed any light?
Kutar. Cross-checking database.
Wait.
There are many reasons I've never met why he holds me.
Kutar.
There are many potential. It is also possible, but right now.
A counter strategy? But we don't stand a chance against an enemy like this. Surely our own— No.
Running is our...
Huh?
You seem surprised.
Well,
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time.
wait, what?
Doesn't that make a coyote? What is it? The frost moon sound.
We can't just roll— Yeah. Besides, she'd pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking. But suffice to say that we are friends, and friends look out for one another.
River's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Muskutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
But...
Kutar, I know why you left the Frostmoon Scion so long ago. It was because people started treating prayer as a form of trade. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return, and then expect you to perform miracles for them, as if that were their entitlement. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything, and that sometimes it takes losing something precious to appreciate its true worth. After much reflection, I've realized that this was never about whether the Frostmoon Scions need you. Any relationship based on need is purely transactional. What I truly hope is that you'll choose to stay, not out of obligation. You were born here.
Thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. Very well then. I'll do as you say.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in an instant. Is that one of your powers as the Moon Goddess?
It is, but I find it very draining. I barely managed to pull it off just now, and it will be some time before I'm strong enough to do so again. Rejected by the world. My power is dwindling.
What do you mean?
The 3 moons belong to the 8. The 3 moons, yet moonlight. But this method... It's the Wild Hunt! Even faster than we expected. We'll have to...
See how those Wild Hunt creatures are running away from us. They're likely just a scouting party.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get...
A grave your poor lost lamb. By the Frostmoon.
Beware the creatures of the night. Close your eyes. Beast.
they just keep coming! This is driving me nuts!
Rerear's closing in on us. You need to pick up the pace.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Kutar's help to escape! This goes on much longer.
Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
Clean down water bomb! Good luck!
By the Frostmoon of old.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Annihilation mode. Accelerating. Accelerating. Insulation chamber deployed.
Look! Your rainbow!
The long sleep beckons.
For the everlasting forest. Yeah. Leave this place.
Clean down water bomb! Ready?
Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dust up.
Yeah. By the Frostmoon of old. You poor lost lamb.
Quake!
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Uncle Varka! You're back from Amspartnir? Whoa! You're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe.
Oh,
That's the one. Come on, move! There's no time to waste.
wow! Where are we? This is so well hidden.
Well, that goes without saying. This is the night, aka the black market of intel, as an expeditionary force on foreign soil. Anyway, where were we? Allow me to introduce myself.
You look way younger than
Well, definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though.
Another? You mean?
Yep. He wasn't near. My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him. I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as it. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Maybe I'm part of the.
Note to self.
Guess it's my turn now.
It's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually. That's a lot to take.
I'm truly. You stood with.
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan up and to be. But now that
A new variant.
that said, well, I know as.
You mean about our...
That's right. I don't know who or what could.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log.
Oh.
Another dead end. Still, your intel also but once we looked into it, it turned out to be a. I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, but is it even. The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari. Nodcry of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So...
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to consider. Let's go through them one by one. First, we need to figure out how to take down Rarier. If we can't beat him in a straight-up fight, the rest won't even matter. To my knowledge, the bulk of Nodcry's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with everyone united, we're still no match for Rarier in his current state, let alone with his power still growing.
What if there was a way to tap into a new power of our own?
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon was the largest. The Frost Moon was the brightest. And the Iridescent Moon was the most mysterious. They say that back then, the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power. Enough to shape the workings of the world itself. I now bear the Frost Moon's power, and the Eternal Moon's marrow resides within the Traveler.
Hold on. Are you suggesting...
The Iridescent Moon. The last piece in the puzzle.
That's right. If we can find the Iridescent Moon's marrow, I will be able to regain my strength much more quickly.
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all things. Perhaps they hold further secrets beyond our understanding.
According to my analysis, the solution is feasible. However, it is subject to one major condition. How do we locate the Iridescent Moon's marrow?
I know a way, but we will need to visit the Fatui's Experimental Design Bureau.
The Experimental Design Bureau? Are you saying we need to involve Marionette?
Yes. I must speak with Sandrone.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go alone.
Then that's settled. Next up, our second priority. Somehow, we need to figure out Rarir's end goal. As you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his wild hunt form, everything he did was for the sake of recovering his body and resurrecting himself. His first act since then, after laying low for a while, was to try and assassinate this young lady. People's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. There must be a reason why he despises the moon so deeply. Perhaps it sheds some light on his title, the Raker of Solnari. The Wild Hunt has plagued Notcry for centuries now. If we want to stop it for good, we have to get to the root cause of what's driving it.
It's true. We still know very little about him. If Kuthar had—
But where would we even start? I doubt even the Intel Queen of Notcry has a
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing with machines.
She heard me. Boss! What are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal. But it looks like this humble knight had something else in mind.
Details, details. Miss Neffer, the important thing is that you've arrived at the perfect time. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rarir. Given the severity of the situation, I think it's fair to say that our only chance lies in uniting as one. And I'm talking all the factions in Notcry. We can't do this without—
Wait a sec. Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonia?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nodcry without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig. Of course I know where the meeting place is.
Allow me to
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Seems like you've run into some trouble, huh? Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen crisis. On behalf of the Curatorium of Secrets, I wish you all the best of luck.
So you're just going to sit this one out?
Why should I get involved? What could possibly be in it for me?
What if we told you
Oh? Then I'd say,
I can't put a price on something. If
you just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a Moonchanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start—
Boss, things got really dangerous during the fight with Rarir. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be ley line fodder by now. I'd be gone for good. But if there's any way we can make this work...
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. They are the hardest debts to repay. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well, Yehoda, I will help. But just this once. Don't count on this happening again. Flynn's, that fragment that Rarir was after, do you still have it on you?
Of course.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some leads.
Wait!
Shh.
I get it. And that brings me to the third and final item. I'm in for this part.
Count me.
Come off it, you! I'm way ahead of you here. Inefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use it to make— once they're ready.
I like it.
No biggie.
All right then. Once your team has finished—
Lady Damselette. Wait. And you two? We've been doing our best to...
We're not looking for.
Do I need to, out of consider...
Let them in.
But...
Are you going to?
No.
Sandrones.
So tell me, to what do I actually, before you answer?
I promise it's.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time. Whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past.
I'd like to speak with.
What? Huh? You mean the
I'd like to.
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Nodcry are me and... What is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face him, I must first retrieve the lost moon. Is that a no, then?
As if I need reminding. I was...
Have you held any tea parties
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever.
I bet you...
First, Rosaline.
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time.
Well, duh. What? Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we have Febronia pass
along a message.
Excuse me? Who's back when you were under...
But that protection, I just got tired. That's all. I never want... It brings back memories from the old days. When I was still worshipped as the moon goddess.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do. The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. I get why, but if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real. Huh? Listen.
My lady, it's the wild...
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area! I'll handle this. Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself? Huh. You'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. You really think you can afford to worry about me? Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time, but I've made sure that won't happen again. The entire Experimental Design Bureau is rigged for war. Stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as friendlies in the weapons system. Don't tell me what to do! Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or you'll just get in my way. There's a secret passage on the second floor. It'll take... Stare all you want, Columbina. You're not getting another invitation to my tea party.
I know. But thank you anyway, Sandrone.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. All their melodrama and sentimental nonsense is rubbing off on you. Come on then, Mr. Ray here. Let's pick up where we left off. It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creations. Let's see who comes out on top. Apollonia, get him!
I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this, once and for...
Where did she go?
Hey, over here!
Curse it. Moon, go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
So this is your method for investigating.
Good deduction.
Whoa.
I'm not sure exactly.
I've never faced. On the other.
If you ask me, you're about as far.
Once I take a. And also, death is the one.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
For once, I agree. Is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary.
Eh?
That shady merchant.
Come on. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Hey, aren't...
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See?
Dory Sang...
If you want to make it big, it was back, and wouldn't you know it, I've been giving her, plus any other friends you send my way, will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord... So...
You guessed.
The one at the very least.
What if I told...
Is that so? Then we really...
You're...
a powerful... If you're willing to...
Then let me...
Of course not! I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No, no! This is for my personal use only!
Let's just say I'm borrowing it, all right? Just for insurance purposes. You'll get it back later. Favors.
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 Mora. Deal?
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That will be all.
See you later!
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. You will see many strange things in your mind's eye. So remember. Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past. I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conrian. Simple furnishings, table and chairs. It's a more ordinary house than I might have expected. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from surprisingly humble beginnings. Unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Anyway, I'll keep exploring.
Hi, Rivier. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I've heard good things about their menu. I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like them.
They didn't sign their name, but they must have been close. Sounds like they were living together.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. If you ask me, Someone who asks that many personal questions is too nosy for their own good. But if he invites me again, chances are I'd still go.
The Lindis. That's the same name Rerir mentioned.
Grain imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat and mushrooms only. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I heard it's even mildly corrosive. Seriously, why would you even eat something like that? I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy. That just isn't the kind of thing I like to eat.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conria is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight? That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemically modified strains for food. Seems like the people of Conria don't have many options when it comes to dining.
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy it and keep it somewhere safe.
Making a big purchase. He really is a professional. No wonder he's so good at covering his tracks. Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain habits, at least in this regard. Did Rary...
Before I met you, I was the burial it was you.
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. Why would he go to the trouble of hiding that? The burial place of a fallen moon.
Rerir! Oh.
Dane! Oh, and, Vedaflin here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
Hello there, Rerir. You need not address me so formally outside of court. He doesn't get that much. So, come on, I just didn't.
Yeah. Sure.
Come on, stop. A member of the.
Of course he does.
Me? Same old, nothing much to. What's up, Ved? It's nothing.
Vedaflin, and yet, despite the gulf, does he even know me? Why did he react?
Brown, perfectly normal. As frightening as this monster.
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's... Aw, what?
Went for a
Isn't that a good thing?
Vedaflin showed up today, too.
Ah, Mr. Vet...
He...
So, we're nobody. I'm sure someone...
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Rerir. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not?
So, you do remember.
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobody.
All right. Take your time. Just... Nobodies. Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, meanwhile, every idea they come up with, the opposition tried to... A man can have What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he have... Felindis? It's nothing. There's no reason we can...
See? You just need to stay I can feel your warmth. You're just seeing you. That's better. Getting caught up about things like this.
You go ahead.
Even busier than...
Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain.
Well, that goes with... Besides, they're...
All right. What?
It seems like he clearly does. Let's dig a little.
Our last operation was a resounding success.
After all these years...
Indeed. Conria.
Many of its secrets...
You still haven't told...
Where would I even... How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which... We need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans.
Your concerns are... Take care.
Thanks, Thorkel. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to love. But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. Things you cannot know. The moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost. Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happens, I will protect Thelindis.
Rerir seems to be very concerned by Vedalfnir's reaction. Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So that's what they were really like. I've investigated this whole area now. There doesn't seem to be any other memories here. Should I try somewhere else? Wait a second. What's this black smoke?
So, he's late after all. Just you wait, Rerir. You're in for it. Big time.
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers?
Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would.
Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them are as pretty as you.
For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you?
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying. May we have a word in private?
Who are you? And what do you want?
It doesn't matter who I am. Not long ago.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this. And I don't want to get involved.
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the King's Guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner. But surely, you must have caught a whiff of the blood on his hands.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because...
How strange. Rerir was nowhere to be seen in that memory. It clearly belonged to Thelindis. Rerir couldn't possibly. Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call it a day.
So that was your doing? Did you just pull us inside Rurir's fragment to spy directly on his memories?
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you could do that, boss! Seriously, that was amazing! We're not worthy. We're not worthy! I gotta admit, though, I'm itching to see what happens next. Feels like we barely scratched the surface.
I'm just as curious. Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
So far, so good. I just hope the others are doing okay, too. Especially the group with the Traveler. Their mission is a risky one. Let's hope it's all going smoothly.
If you're worried about them, go see how they're doing.
If I know Boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details and make sure it's all coherent. I'll stay behind to lend a hand, but feel free to head back and meet up with the others.
Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These things just won't quit. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly... Oh, that's never gonna work. One little slip up and it's game over. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rear. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks again. Oh, guess you're right. All right, time to zip it. Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These things just won't quit. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly sweeping the area, our way out is completely blocked. Oh, that's never gonna work. One little slip up and it's game over. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rear. And once he knows we're here, it won't be... Oh, guess you're right. All right, time to zip it. Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly... Oh, that's never... If they spot us, they'll run... Oh... Quick, hide! We almost got spotted! Phew! That was a close call. Watch out! He's coming this way! Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle. Oh, there's no end to these things.
Drone was right. You look weak, Columbina. The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It's Arlecchino! You came!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Ugh, whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished. He sure doesn't pull it.
Excuse me, do you?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Wait a minute.
Hello, Miss Sant.
Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my mission. Nearly every
You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's...
Gather!
There is no escape! Annihilate! Mine to wield.
This is order. Stabilize.
Mine to wield.
Solidify.
Extinguish! Inazuma shines eternal!
Gather.
Shine down!
Order guide.
Illusion shattered!
Solidify.
Mine to wield.
You've earned yourself a reward.
Ready to ride.
Stabilize!
Annihilate. Power. Rise with the sun.
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Solidify!
Wrath from the sky! Incinerate!
Illusion shattered!
The stars fade to black.
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering. Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
It's a relief to see you all made it.
Huh?
I returned ahead of.
Boss is still wrapping things up on her.
I see. But first, who do we have?
Greetings.
Surely it can't be.
Those
You are well informed.
A Fatui.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trusting Fatui Harbingers, even at a time like this.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you so willing to put
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just that the Fatui... We have our own way...
I know there's been a lot. That's why I'm, as a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. Looks like she doesn't want to give away too many secrets after all. But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers after all. One look and you can tell she's not someone you'd want to mess with.
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll proceed to the next topic. Yehoda, time to share that top-secret intel.
Alright, listen up everyone. First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Conrian secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate the so-called Dregs of the Crimson Moon.
The Dregs of the Crimson Moon?
In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Conria.
To my knowledge, those were the names of 2 different Conrian dynasties. Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its reflection. But one day...
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets. In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, what's the matter?
Verfnir, Rhindaughter, Flinders.
Interesting. Anything else? What about this would-be fiancée of his? Do we know anything about her?
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she was hiding some kind of secret.
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's fragment also contained some of Thelindis' memories, though only a very small portion.
Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Thelindis was still around, Rerir appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Thelindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of. Tell me though, were these pure-blood Conrians we're talking about here?
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian... Oh yeah, just like how it was with the captain.
If we could somehow find her, do you think there's any chance Rerir might regain some of his sanity?
It's possible, but it would take a miracle. We can't pin all our hopes on that. That merchant who Nefer knows, Dori Sangama Bay. Maybe we could hire her to look into it.
All right then. Let's Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino will go look for the iridescent moon's marrow. As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the Wild Hunt monster... At this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger too. So I'm thinking of gathering together some of our followers to go wipe them out.
I'll head back to the Curatorium and meet up with the boss.
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting on with. Given that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. If that is the case, I'll hold the fort for now, then discuss our next move with Flints, Aino, and Anefa when they get back.
All right then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you